This place is famous for their mutton fried rice. It's called Nasi Goreng Kambing. Yes.
Nasi Goreng Kambing.
Nasi Goreng Kambing.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's just a huge heaping mound of fried rice here. We're gonna give this a try. Welcome to This is Jakarta in 24 hours. First stop today, Merdeka Square. It's right in the center of Jakarta. It's where everybody is here right now. You can see the whole place is just crowded with people. We're gonna have a fruit picnic. We have some mangoes here. They look absolutely delicious, and it's currently the end of Indonesia's mango season. So let's try some mangoes. Oh yeah, that's some sweet stuff right there. It's not sour, but it's not like overly sweet. I mean, it's been in the sun, so it's not exactly very juicy, but it's a good box of mangoes. I'll take it. Looking at the tower, this is Merdeka Square. We're just gonna have a little fruit picnic here. Let's go to stop number 2. We are now at stop number 2. This is Masjid Istiqlal. This is the biggest mosque in all of Southeast Asia. Let's see if we can go in.
You can take the stair.
Okay.
And then you cannot walk inside to the main prayer room with the red carpet.
Okay.
Because it's only for Muslims.
Okay.
But you can, if you go to the right,
Okay.
right over there,
Uh-huh.
you can take another stair
Okay.
to go to next floor.
Ah,
So you
okay.
can see the whole thing from the next floor.
Okay.
When you're done, you can find me here in the desk.
Alright, perfect. Thank you. That was one of the most beautiful mosques that I've ever seen. It's so big. There's so many intricate designs, and the hallways and the squares are just so clean. They're so nice to visit, and the people there are so friendly. They make sure that you have all the clothing you need so that you can go inside. Just a beautiful mosque. Another site that you must see in Jakarta. Now, for place number 3. Let's go. We are back at Merdeka Square, and the reason we are back here is because we are going to climb that big tall monument. Well, not really climb. We have modern technology for a reason, but let's go up there.
Ini kerajaan Sirih.
just came down from the top of the tower. It was a 2-hour wait and it costs 35,000 rupiah. So if you come, do keep that all in mind. And I've shown you the view, so if you feel like it's not worth it, then don't bother coming. I definitely didn't feel like it was worth my money or my time, but for some people it might be. The museum on the bottom of the tower is pretty interesting, but other than that, there's nothing really special about it. I think there are way better viewpoints all across Jakarta. But the sun's already set. I am starving after waiting for such a long time. Let's go get some food. We are at the first place for food. This place is famous for their mutton fried rice. It's called Nasi Goreng Kambing. Yes.
Nasi Goreng Kambing.
Nasi Goreng Kambing.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's just a huge heaping mound of fried rice here. Our Nasi Goreng Kambing, which is the fried rice with mutton, is finally here. We're gonna give this a try. There's so many spices. You can taste the cumin. It tastes almost like Middle Eastern, Arabian almost. Terima kasih. And our orange juice just arrived. I gotta say, that fried rice, all the spices, the cumin, the cinnamon, you can tell all those, and the nutmeg. The spices make it just so delicious. And each bite of the rice is just so fluffy, so flavorful. And the mutton is also very tender. It's been cooking in there for such a long time. You can tell that when it all mixes together, all the spices, all the flavor is just delicious. And of course you have some cold orange juice to wash it all down, but this is a really good plate of mutton fried rice here in Jakarta. And of course this is a local classic. This whole place is filled with people. You can barely get a seat here, and they serve it so quickly, so fast. You just scoop it out from that big mountain of fried rice for you. But it's just such an efficient fried rice factory almost. But every single bite is just so delicious. I mean, you can look at the grains of rice. The color just shows you how much spice they put into it, because it changes from, you know, the normal white color of rice to almost a brownish yellowish, with all the turmeric, the cumin. There's just so many spices added together. That is such a delicious bite of fried rice. Nasi Goreng Kambing. This is a classic and institution here in Jakarta. That fried rice, that Nasi Goreng Kambing, is just an institution here in Jakarta, and it's so delicious. I mean, the spices, you literally turn the corner and immediately the spices just hit you. The turmeric, the cumin, it just blows you away. I was so tempted to get one more plate of that, but I realized we have a long night ahead. We have a lot of food to ingest today, so we're gonna go walk to our next stop for food. But that Nasi Goreng Kambing, that is comfort food right there. That is what fills your heart when you're sad. It's what you eat whenever you feel like, you know, everything in the world is going wrong. You eat that, you'll feel instantly better. I mean, that flavor is just amazing. I almost felt like I was in the Middle East, and all the Middle Eastern spices were just surrounding me. And the atmosphere is so nice. The people are so friendly, and they serve the fried rice so quickly, so efficiently. A big giant mound of fried rice is just sitting there on the outside, and you just walk by and you smell it, and oh, it's called a Nasi Goreng Kambing high right there. That right there is that is a lethal drug. We have made it to our next stop for food. We are at Sabang Market, which is just this setup of stores along the street. These are just hawkers serving up some of the best food that the Jakarta city has to offer. We have come to the first stop at this market. The place is called Nasi Goreng Gilat. It's very famous for the Nasi Goreng, but we just had Nasi Goreng. So instead we're going for Mie Goreng this time. It looks delicious. They covered it with some shrimp crackers, and the noodles just look so oily, so unhealthy, but also very delicious. So let's give these noodles a try. Oh, that's so oily, so greasy. You can tell they put a lot of egg inside, so the egg is just a slippery texture, but then it combines with oil so that it becomes really nice and oily. Oh, that is a delicious plate of fried noodles right there. And I mean, it's just topped with these shrimp crackers, but the flavor is just so salty. It's so unhealthy. Let's try it with the chili sauce now. Well, that chili sauce is not only spicy, but it's also a bit tangy. It's a bit sour, and that just adds. It cuts on the oiliness from the noodles and the oiliness from the fried chips. But oh, that is such a delicious combination. Satu mie goreng spesial. No.
Mana bos?
Terima kasih. That was a delicious plate of fried noodles for only 20,000 rupiah, which is only about less than $2. What an amazing deal. I'm starting to get a little bit full, but we are not quite done with the night yet. We are going to go and get more food, most likely dessert. All these fruits together, she put some ice on the bottom, and then of course put durian on the top. It was just a big combination of different ingredients. It looks absolutely amazing. Let's give this a try. First we're just going into the durian. Oh yeah, I love the durian flavor. That is just such a good, fresh, sweet durian flavor, of course. Once you feel a little bit less guilty about all the condensed milk and evaporated milk being put on top of it. But the fruits are definitely good. There's avocado, there's dragon fruit, and of course there's some jellies on the bottom. The fruits are really good. They add a sort of freshness and crispness to the overall dessert. Yeah, flying out tomorrow. Duren Iced Durian was an absolute success. The combination of all the sweetness and all the ingredients were just so good. It was just a delicious bowl of desserts, and the fruits, the freshness was just amazing, all mixed together. Of course, we're not done for the night. We still got more food. We only have 24 hours here in Jakarta. Alright guys, our dessert has arrived. It is called sekuteng and ronde. So it's actually two desserts, they just put it into one. So the ronde are of course those big round balls that you see from the soup. And then the sekuteng is just everything else. It's the bread, it's the little beans, it's the little, all the little sweet things that they put inside the soup. But of course this looks like a great combination. First off, we just need to start with the soup. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, that's like a gingery soup. It's sweet, but more of it comes with the spice. It really packs a punch back in your throat. It really surprised me there. I was not expecting it to be that spicy. But oh, that is a delicious broth. I'm just gonna try the bread with some of the other ingredients in the sekuteng. The bread just absorbs absorbs, it soaks up all that sauce and just becomes like a cushion almost. And when you bite down, immediately all this juice just releases, all the ginger flavor just releases into your mouth. That is such an amazing little cushion. It's like cotton almost. I mean, it loses the whole like texture of the bread, but it just it absorbs all the ginger broth. It just creates an amazing flavor. It brings a unique texture to the whole thing because everything else is like chewy and bouncy, but this one just melts in your mouth immediately. It just dissipates in seconds. It's time for the big ball, which is what we call ronde, and I mean it makes sense. It's round, so why not call it ronde? But let's give these round balls a try. So the ronde are a bit chewy, they're a bit tough to bite into, but they have some peanut flavors inside. I think they have some peanuts ground up. The outer layer of the balls are very thick, and I'm not a big fan of the ronde here. The sekuteng is the best part because it just adds so much flavor, and the bread just literally melts into your mouth. It just dissipates, it disappears within seconds. It's such a great little absorber of all the ginger soup. 18,000 rupiah, that was a delicious Indonesian dessert. Ronde plus sekuteng, always a good combination. We're now gonna leave Sabang Market. We're a bit full. I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the continuation of this 24-hour series. Good morning guys, we are back here in Jakarta the next day. As you can see, this is the same street, Sabang Street from the market last night, but it's completely empty now. So we're gonna go get some food, hopefully some traditional Indonesian food for breakfast. We are here now at our breakfast spot for the day. Jakarta is bustling, it is busy, people are going wherever they need to go. I mean, the traffic is just insane here, but we finally come to a breakfast spot here. This is a legendary bubur ayam stall. It's just right outside of the mosque. Gotten our bowl of bubur ayam right here. This place is just bustling. There's local people already sitting here having their bubur ayam, and the people here are of course so friendly. For only 20,000 rupiah, this is an exceptionally good deal. And of course this is just a classic bubur ayam stall here in Jakarta. This is famous. I mean, there's already a line forming up near the stall, but of course it was just very simple classic bubur ayam. All they did was put some porridge in, and they just put some ingredients, some of the fried dough. On top of that they put some ketupat, which are the shrimp crackers, and then on the very top they put some chicken and fried shallots. This looks absolutely delicious. We have got to give this a try. So first off, before we add any other seasoning, I'm just going to try the porridge just by itself and see how that is. Oh yeah. That porridge is thick. It's very flavorless. I mean, it should be because it's just porridge. But of course, that is a very good, heartwarming bowl of porridge here. I think this is a little bit too bland for me. We're gonna add some sauce. Let's start off with some of the famous kecap manis, which is like a sweet sort of soy sauce here. Let's mix that all in. Get some of the chicken, some of the shrimp crackers, and now let's give this a try. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sauce makes all the difference. Oh, that is so good. All the textures. You've got the crispy shrimp crackers, the crispy fried shallots, and then you have sort of that stringy chicken. It's not exactly juicy, but that's okay. Because the bubur, the porridge, is just so liquidy, it's so thick, so you want something to break down on that thickness so you have all that crispness from all the other ingredients. The combination works very well, and of course, the sauce makes the porridge less bland than it already is. This is a delicious bowl of bubur ayam at a classic establishment here in Jakarta. Everything in the bowl just works together like one big happy family. This is the happiest Jakartan family in Jakarta, of course. But this is one of the best places for bubur ayam here in Jakarta. Absolutely delicious. A delicious bowl of porridge, bubur ayam here in Jakarta. This is one of the most famous ones here in Jakarta, and I mean there's just locals coming in, getting their daily morning share of porridge, but that is absolutely delicious. Just got our pisang goreng, which is just a delicious little snack. Very common here in Indonesia. It's warm, it's crispy, it's just out of the fryer. Let's give this a try.
Pisang molen namanya, molen.
Oh.
Very good.
What's unique about their pisang with their bananas is that it's more starchy than it is sweet, which is why they have to fry it, and it makes for some good frying because it's so starchy, so it can afford to be fried. However, I will say the batter on this one is a bit thick, as you can probably see. So it's a good pisang goreng, but I feel like it's not the best. But quite sweet, quite delicious. It's just a good way to end off a delicious bowl of bubur ayam. These are some good and simple classic fried bananas here in Jakarta. We are back at the hotel. Time to pack our stuff up and head over to the airport. Let's go. Let's go to the airport. Coming back from the airport to the hotel, we took a Grab car. So today I want to show you guys a different way to get to the Jakartan airport. This way recently opened up in late 2018, early 2019. So I'm going to show you guys how to get from the city center of Jakarta to the airport by not taking a Grab car the whole way. But first step, take a Grab car. We are now at the train station. Time to get our tickets. Finally back at Soekarno-Hatta's International Airport after 24 hours here in Jakarta. That was 24 hours in Jakarta, Indonesia.